What is going on, guys? It is Needle. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering 4 creative courses that you need to try out if you're looking to get faster in Fortnite. And now when I say get faster, this is going to revolve around anything to do with mechanics, which is going to be your aiming, editing, your movement, and your overall just game sense and awareness of what's going on. So make sure to stick around for this one. These are some awesome courses that you guys need to go try out. But before we get into the video, I would like to let you guys know, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video if you do enjoy the video at any point today. And if you're really loyal and want to show your support, make sure to turn on notifications to know exactly when my videos do go up on YouTube. Also, this is just a little heads up for all the future videos I'll be putting out for probably about a week or so. All this gameplay is not mine, and that's simply just due to the fact I'm having some PC issues. My Fortnite was unable to work, so I uninstalled it, and now my computer is in shambles and I can't even play the game. So until I get my PC fixed, expect some gameplay from other people. And if you're wondering who the gameplay is from, this one is from FaZe the Benny in the background right now, but I'll always link them down in the description below. Without further ado though, let's jump right into the video. Now, the first creative course we have today is called Mongrels Edit Course, the hard version. And keep in mind, this will be the only creative course I show today that is solely just an edit course. I am not a big fan of just like completely running through edit courses for hours on hours. Like I said, edits are something that you just want to warm up. And don't get me wrong, you can spend 10 to 15 minutes on them, but whatever you do, make sure you're doing something that's actually challenging for you and not some simple repetition of just doing wall edits or ramp edits. And that's why I think this one is a great one for you guys to try out. This is probably hands down the best edit course you can get right now, just for when it comes to warming up your hands and getting your edits loose. This is obviously in the title, it is Mongrel's old edit course, but Raider, if you guys know Raider, he's made some of the best edit courses in the game and very hard ones at that. He made a harder version out of it. So what used to be single edits is now a triple edit. What used to be double edits in Mongrel's course is now like a quadruple edit in his new harder version of it. So I think this is a really good one for you guys to try out. I'm watching it right now, and there's just a lot of different edits that you have to do. You have to build ramps into edits, and it's not just a linear edit course. That's always my biggest pet peeve. When it comes to an edit course, it's just going in a straight line, doing wall edits, doing all the easy stuff. You need to make it very hard and make it actually challenging, because editing really does come down to muscle memory at the end of the day. And if you're not doing anything new, you're never going to learn or get faster with your edits. So I'll let this roll for a bit, but definitely make sure to try out Mongrel's Edit Course, the hard version by Raider. Next up, we have Selages Shotgun Aim Facility, and I think I might have mentioned this in one of my previous videos as well, but this is absolutely one of my favorite ways to just learn how to aim with new shotguns when they come out of the game, or just get my shotgun aim ready for the day. Now, keep in mind, when I first started using this map, it came out about 4 months ago, and that's when I first started learning keyboard and mouse, and one of the things I struggled with the most was getting my pump shotgun shot off and then switching right to an SMG and having just good timing with that, because there definitely is a timing when it comes to getting your shotgun shot off and then switching your SMG and spraying like 6 bullets, and then by the time you spray those bullets, you're good to switch back to your pump. So knowing that timing right there is really important, and this is what taught me how to use that. It helped me learn my binds a lot quicker, and this is overall just a great course for you guys to use. So the way it starts out, the main actual part of the course is a legit edit course, and there's 3 different versions: easy, medium, hard, and they're all shotgun edit courses. So you edit through, and then when you get to the wooden wall, you know that you edit through into an actual target, and then from there you line up your shotgun shot and shoot. Simple enough and very easy, but what I like about this course the most is just the free range. You have to do anything here. So he also has a whole jump shot part of it where you do the Tfue classic where you just jump from one tile to the next and catch yourself with the floor while getting a shotgun shot off, as well as just many open areas with zombies. And zombies are pretty good for just warming up your aim because they have similar player models, and so this is really good for just getting your close range aim good for the day, and it's what helped me learn how to aim with shotgun on the mouse the most, so I personally can attest to this. So make sure to check out Selages shotgun aim facility down in the comment section below. I'll have all of these codes listed in the pinned comment for you guys as well as in the description, so make sure to check this one out. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites, which would be SpeedyGonzalez Box Fighting Map. So there are not a lot of box fighting creative maps out there, and the way this one works is I don't have too good of footage to show it off to you guys. Is you go in there with one of your friends, and then you're going to spawn in and see a bunch of weapons, and you can just use the default ones that you spawn in with, and then what you do is hop onto one of the geysers on the left or the right, and then you fly up to these little spawn pads up there, so that way when you actually land on these spawn pads, every time you respawn after that, you'll respawn right on the same spawn pad. And hopefully this isn't too confusing, but the way it works is you build out one tile, and then from there you can create separate boxes from your opponent, and then you start a full-on box fight. You guys can tunnel out a little bit and start the fight up. Unfortunately though, I don't actually have my PC to get footage for you guys on this one, so you have to actually just watch him use it here. But this is absolutely one of the best ways to box fight, just because the fights are so casual and simple, and box fighting is so important that I've been here before with a buddy, and we've gotten well over 50 fights in the matter of an hour or two. So if you're looking to practice your box fighting mechanics, this map is the way to go. Just remember, you have to grab a friend before you come in, and it should be smooth sailing and good practice from there. And last up, we have one of my personal favorites. I'm sure you guys already know what it is. You guys watched the channel. That would be Donwozis V3 aim map, and I can't even say it enough just how good of an aim map this is when it comes to learning aim and just improving your aim. I think alone the fact that it's used by pretty much every pro at this point, it's gone around. I think at first Tfue used it, and then Innocent saw it from there, and then it's just spiraled. I see Mongraal using it on stream, I see Zexro using it on stream, and these are all players with top aim. So if that doesn't speak for itself, that the top aimers in the game come to this map to warm up their aim, I don't know what does. But Donwozis is a great guy. I've known him for a little bit now, and I always chat with him on Twitter. But let me actually get into the part of the aim map, the good part here. The best way to describe this map is everything on Kovacs put into a Fortnite creative map. That's possible. Obviously, you can't create every single Kovacs scenario. And if you guys don't know what Kovacs is, it is an aim trainer only on PC where you can work on specific scenarios, whether it be close range strafes, stuff like that. So Donwozis did his best to emulate these actual scenarios into his map. So I'll just start section by section. So with the tracking section, there are a bunch of different ones, including a zombie glider section. What I personally do is just any of the alt-range strafes where the zombies go back and forth to practice my tracking. So you guys could probably sit at the tracking section for a good 10-15 minutes and experiment with it. The tracking is pretty standard. It is all very good practice for tracking, as good as it's going to get for Fortnite Creative, so make sure to check that out. But one of my personal favorites that I think is kind of underrated in his aim map is he has a whole flick shot section. And he went into great lengths with this. He has backward moving ones. He has forward moving flick shots coming at you where he uses zombies. He propels them out of the back of the map and they fly towards you. It is a pretty sick concept where you have to hit some nutty flicks. So when it comes to improving flick shotgun aim, this is the best practice you are going to get on Fortnite. As well as he has some stationary flick sections where you can just practice flicking in general, but the whole flick shot section alone could be its own aiming map. And Also, there is a Tile Frenzy portion of the map. I haven't used it too much myself. I'm not a big fan of Tile Frenzy, but if you guys want to practice this, getting your aim, going from like target switching, moving fast from one target to the next, that's where the Tile Frenzy comes into play, and you can practice that part of your aim as well. And then to top off the course, he has some practice courses in there, including his own edit course that you can do, which takes about 10 minutes or so. I've ran through it a couple of times. He has another part of what I was mentioning earlier, the Tfue Classic, or just jump shots, where you catch yourself to the floor. You can practice that as well in there. And then pretty much you can just run through the course and keep doing the cycle, and I'm sure you guys get the point. Do this 10-15 minutes a day, this aim map alone, including the other ones. You don't have to put too much time into it, but I'm sure that if you actually follow these and do these maps, you will see definite improvement. That's going to be all for the video today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy these creative courses. Make sure to leave a comment down below on which one it looks like is going to be your favorite and that you're going to try out. As always, it's been your boy Needle. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, turn on notifications. You'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.